What is going on, guys? Gino checking back in for another video today. It is the 13th of January and it's 8:38 a.m. at the moment. Romy and I decided to hit a morning workout together, so I'm about to have an early breakfast and then I'm headed to the gym to do a nice little bench press session. I typically don't really like to bench early in the morning, but hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm aiming to get a lot of carbs in and a lot of water in my system before going to the gym so that I have enough energy and power to lift some weights, because the deload is just over. Anyway, about to hit the breakfast right now. The regular bowl of gains right here, loaded with carbs, needed for the workout. The legendary Nutella sandwich, the morning coffee, and some water to get hydrated. And of course she has a beautiful egg on. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Let's eat this. Like I said, we're at the gym right now. Pretty early. It's still like 9:30 or something. For me that's early, because I was just talking to Romy about this as well. This has got to be the earliest that I've worked out in
ages.
At least a year's time. Romy's actually joined me for the workout, and I've mentioned this on the channel before. She is the strongest female bencher that I've seen with my own eyes. And I guess I'll actually show you guys. Alright guys, I told you 20 kilograms, 60 kilos on the bar. Give it your best shot. What? Jesus. Alright guys, so now it's my turn. I got a little bit more weight on the bar, but that's pretty logical.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. I got 105 kilograms on the bar. And like I said, since today is the start of the first week after the deload week, I'm keeping around 3 to 4 reps in reserve, so I'm not fully pushing myself yet, simply because I want to progress later on in the training cycle as well. So I'm keeping it controlled, focusing more on explosive power, and I'm aiming or thinking that I'm going to be getting between 5 to 8 reps, at least. That was the third set. It's pretty light, as I just said, but I do notice that training cycle to training cycle, I'm able to get more reps with the same weight, keeping the same reps in reserve. So I guess that's progress, but we'll see. So that was an epic workout, right babe?
Yes.
So we got the post-workout meal right here. Of course, gotta go with the Subway. So we got a regular chicken fillet, some pickles, some onion. I basically asked for all the vegetables besides onion and olives. Because who the hell likes olives? Anyway, time to get this meal in, head home and do some work. Way too much lighting, but anyway, we're back in the car. I'm actually on the way to town to visit the coffee shop and do some work there. Got my laptop right here. Sometimes I like to go to a coffee shop, just drink some coffee and have a different surrounding instead of just always sitting in my home, and to get a nice little change of scenery and to focus a little bit better since I have other people around me. For some reason I can focus a little bit better. I'm going to be drinking some coffee. So headed there right now. I'm going to be doing all my check-ins for the day since it's Monday. And Monday is client check-in day. And then head back home at around 5 p.m. grab some dinner, and then I think it's pretty much off for the night. So very solid but productive day. Let's do some work. Right, so it's a couple of days in the future. Picking back up the camera because I haven't vlogged in like 2 days or something. Or 3 days, since today is Thursday and the last time that I vlogged was Monday. So sorry, but I was working on a different video in between. About to head to the gym again to hit another upper body session. Let me take you guys in here for a sec. With my bro Rick, who I haven't seen in a very long time. I believe the last time that we worked out together is, I believe, half a year ago or maybe even a year ago. You've seen him on the channel before. It's been a very long time. So he's back in my area, about to hit an upper body session together. Since this week is the first week after the deload week, still I'm changing up my exercise order just slightly. Since normally today I start off with a seated overhead press. And I was just thinking, since especially my front delts and my delts in general are pretty overdeveloped in relation to my chest, I'm switching out the seated overhead press, or just overhead pressing in general, and I'm going to be starting off with the flat dumbbell press. I have the goal to hit the 50 kilogram dumbbells for easy sets of around 10 to 12 reps in at least like 4 months time. Am I able to do it? That's what we're going for. So see you guys at the gym. the next day, and I just quickly wanted to go over the progress during this off-season slash lean bulk. There have been a couple of things running through my mind, especially when it comes to my training intensity and just the overall progress that I've been making. In general, I've always progressed fine. I was able to add weight and visually see progress in my physique as well, but especially after watching the video from Jeff Nippert regarding training hard enough, and just considering the fact that I always use reps in reserve, I think that I've been holding back a bit too much. Just being totally honest out here. And the whole concept of reps in reserve is that you, pretty logically speaking, keep a couple of reps in reserve from failure, like true actual concentric failure, right? And I just began thinking to myself, like, am I actually staying all of those reps away from true failure? Or am I just like cutting it short because I think that I'm getting close to failure? So just being totally honest with myself and getting an ego check or a non-ego check, if that makes sense. I was just not really pushing myself hard enough. So I've been truly asking myself every single workout with the amount of reps that I want to keep in reserve. So for example, in week 1, I want to keep 3 to 4 reps in reserve. I just began thinking to myself, like, am I actually keeping 3 to 4 reps in reserve from actual true concentric failure? And I was not. So I began training a little bit harder, putting in a little bit more intensity, even in the first week after the deload week. And truth be told, I'm now training pretty much as hard as I used to train in like the last couple of weeks before my deload in week 1, keeping like actual 3 to 4 reps in reserve. And that also means that in the last week before my deload, I'm actually going to be having to train even harder, like almost reaching failure, like 0 reps of failure. So that means that the next rep that I'm supposed to be doing should actually be failure. And of course, I'm just all reserving this for the last week, since if you train to failure every single week, you will not recover properly enough to make progress from week to week. So that's just something that I've been pushing myself with. I'm already noticing quite a significant difference. And all in all, man, I'm just very excited to focus on gaining a lot more muscle mass and strength in the gym over the next couple of months. And hopefully even longer, because as you guys may or may not know, my next competition prep is most likely going to be starting in December of this year, in 2020. So I want to do everything in my power to improve my physique as maximally as I can before I decide to hit a contest prep again and step on stage in 2021. It also just feels very nice just to eat some good food again, and just more food in general. In case you guys may or may not know, I really like to eat. So just putting myself in a nice, slow and controlled surplus for a longer time really feels amazing. Let's just keep it at that. I had been cutting in 2019 for a pretty long time, and I hadn't really dedicated myself to a true bulking phase, I believe, in over a year's time. Like, especially mentally, after my competition, I did eat more and I gained weight, so you could call that a bulk, technically. But it just wasn't mentally there. In my head, I was still mentally being busy with trying to remain lean and doing a lean bulk, but that really didn't play out that well. So it feels good to actually dedicate myself to a true lean bulk, and it's been working magically for the past like 2 months already or something. So let's keep this trend going. That's it for this video, guys. I sincerely hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to smash the like button, because it truly helps out the channel grow. Comment down below and subscribe to the channel, and turn post notifications on for so much more content coming really soon. I'm out, guys, and peace out. See you in the next one.